Nice to see you again. You're never gonna guess what we're making today. Definitely delicious.
Gluten Free with Emily.
Welcome to Gluten Free with Emily. Are you ready to rock out in the kitchen and make some awesome gluten-free food? Good, because today we're making caramel rolls. I love caramel rolls, you love caramel rolls, we all love caramel rolls. I used to make caramel rolls with my mom growing up all the time, but she would put tubs of ice cream in the caramel sauce. I won't deny it. Tastes good, but guess what? My version even tastes better, and there's no refined sugar in them. Now it's time for the breakdown. Okay, 5 easy ingredients for this part. You're gonna need 4 eggs, a half a cup of potato starch, a half a cup of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is really good for you. It's really low on the glycemic index, and it's also not refined. So a lot of diabetics can eat it, which is great. 1/4 teaspoon of xanthum gum, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's get to it. Okay, to make this recipe, you're gonna need a mixer. A stand-up mixer works, as does a handheld. First, we're gonna whip the eggs. I love organic eggs, as you know, 4 of them. Let's just throw those in there. And we're gonna start whipping these about on medium. So once they've kind of mixed up, we're gonna add the other ingredients while the mixer's on. So throw in your flour, your sugar, your xanthum gum, and your baking powder. Okay, so you wanna mix this for about 4 to 5 minutes. You want it till it gets kind of a whipped up, almost meringue type consistency. Okay, now I think we got the consistency we wanted. We want it to be getting a little thick. You're gonna have a baking sheet, put some parchment paper on it, and just pour it in there. Just like that. Okay, now you're just gonna spread it. The best thing about this is that there's no yeast in it, so you didn't have to wait for any rising time. Once you've got this spread evenly on your baking sheet, we're now gonna pop it in the oven. Make sure your oven is on 400 degrees, and we're only throwing it in there for 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes, not 17. Don't go check your email. Now we're gonna make the caramel sauce. 3 ingredients. 1/3 cup of flax milk, 1.5 cups of coconut sugar, and 1.5 cups of distilled coconut oil. Turn on your burner to medium heat, and we're just gonna pour all these ingredients in there. Your flax milk, the sugar, and the oil. You wanna bring this to a boil, whisking it the whole time because you don't want it to burn. So keep stirring it until it's gotten a little thicker and has at least been boiling for 3 to 5 minutes. Then we're gonna turn it off. Now we're gonna put our whole caramel roll together. Remember, we only bake this for 7 minutes, and we wanna let it cool for a few minutes. Mine's already been cooling, so it's ready to roll. Take a piece of parchment paper, the same size as the baking sheet, and place it on top. Then you're gonna place whatever you're gonna roll it on top of that. And then you're gonna flip it. Flip it out onto your counter, and then you're gonna peel back the parchment paper from the roll. Now we're doing the best part. We're gonna pour on the caramel sauce. You just want it to pour about half of the whole caramel sauce. Now that you've got it spread evenly, we're gonna roll it up. So, just start with one end and press in with your fingers and just start to roll. Roll it all the way until you get to the end. Now we're gonna put more caramel sauce on top. Pour it all over the top. Just drench it. Once you've got it drenched in your caramel sauce, we're gonna add a few walnuts. I just like to top it with walnuts, mainly because it looks pretty, to be totally honest. Okay, now let's cut it. Some people put it on a plate, but I don't got any patience for that. Let's eat it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so caramely and so moist, you're gonna die. You're gonna eat the whole thing in like 2 minutes, and your kids are gonna love it. Okay, let's see your versions. Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, hashtag Gluten Free with Emily. Also, check out more easy ideas and recipes on glutenfreewithemily.com. See you next time.